If you want to learn about the perfect bike,
or hear a lot of questions get answered,
lots of questions this week, you can listen to this show, which is Tech Talk Taco Tuesday, and it's brought to you by a lot of really good sponsors that we believe in.
Now here's the show.
Welcome to Tech Talk Taco Tuesday, the show where we talk about motorcycle and motorcycle-related products. My name is Jimmy Lewis. Sitting next to me is producer, co-host, underpaid, overworked, Matt Mattoon. How you doing tonight, Matt?
Oh, doing wonderful. Just a little sleepy from all the work, all the planning, all the shooting, all the editing. A lot going on in my world. And
I've been doing nothing all day. I've been just lounging out by the pool, having cocktails, trying to get a tan on the bottom of my feet. You know, that's what rock stars like myself do these days.
See, I thought the trend was getting a tan on another region.
Oh,
there's a trend. There's a trend where
I already have that tan.
Oh, really?
You don't know this?
Oh, you know what? This is a story that I was not expecting. I think we should pivot.
Okay, we'll go to the next thing. So this show, welcome everybody. Thanks for joining in. Are we going to do the thing where we put our chat up in the corner?
Oh yeah,
so everybody can see that.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool. You can make comments in the chat and any of the platforms you're watching at. If you're live, you're watching it right now on YouTube. You're watching it on Facebook. You can ask us questions there. We have questions that we've pulled off of the videos that we have up on Dirt Bike Test. We have videos on, we have a vlog on Tenere now.
Vlog on Tenere.
We're having a bunch of beginner bike videos coming up. Matt's talking about. And Rusty, we're talking about tanning. This is kind of show. I'm just trying to tan ahead. You know, I'm at the bottom of my feet. It would make me, I think it would just put me in a different kind of class. If I can say I have bottom of my feet are tan. Yeah. Not like working class people like yourself. I'm like, different.
Lounging level. Around like the one percenters.
The only time I'm not tanning the bottom of my feet is when I'm out riding for 6 days straight, which I just did. I went to a really nice place.
Undisclosed location, right?
I never talk about where I rode, but I rode a long ways for a long time, 6 days. It was mostly first and second gear. And it was fun. Had a blast. I didn't really tell you about it because I was so,
you were so busy relaxing that you never had a chance to.
I know.
Tell me about it.
I know. I'll tell. That's what the show's for. We can talk on the show. Otherwise, we just pass each other in the hall.
Well, when we're here, we're in the zone of whatever we're doing until the lights come on, and then it gives us. This is our talking opportunity.
Right. So if you want to talk with us again. Seat Concepts Hot Seat Hotline is number. Write this down. Actually, spray paint it on the wall in your garage, and that way, whenever you have a problem, you can call. Do we have a voicemail box on this?
I believe there should be a voicemail box. You can leave voicemails. You
know what? Spray paint it on the wall of your garage, and when you get really, really jacked up, you've been drinking a little bit, bike work isn't going so good. Call us and ask us that question then.
Right.
That's perfect.
The Preferably dirt bike related, but doesn't have to be.
Number 775-318-5515. We have still virgin non-rider.
Soon to change.
Maximus.
Maddox.
Yeah, Maddox.
Maximus Maddox.
Maximus Maddox is answering your calls tonight. So give him a call. Tell him that once he rides, it's over.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to start riding motorcycles tomorrow.
Those four wheels, the trucks, they're gone. It's all replaced by dirt bikes.
Yeah, for sure. So good to see everybody. Thanks to all of our other sponsors, of course, as you know, Yamaha, Blue Crew, Taco Moto, Scott Sports, Climb. I wore a lot of Climb stuff, and the reason I didn't post so many pictures on the social medias is not because I didn't want to do a lot of kind of FUs to everybody that had to work while I was out riding. It was because I was wearing prototype gear again.
Oh.
Yeah. So some really cool stuff that they have coming out. It's actually 2 years away.
Oh, it's that far out.
This was super, super, super early stuff. And it was like, it's pretty amazing that it takes that long for you to wear the first pair. Like they're new materials, new shapes, all these different things. And it's going to go through, a bunch of revisions, but that's why there's no pictures. There might be a picture of me like one day, maybe where I wear other gear. Trail Tech, used a lot of Trail Tech stuff. Fasst Company. Oh, got a good one for Fasst Company. If you're in the market for some Fasst Company stuff, up until Labor Day, I have a code for you. I'll announce it right now. This will work up till Labor Day. It's Jimmy, all lowercase, Jimmy 15 will get you 15% off at Fasst Company. So go ahead and use that. And if there's ever time, because I kind of suspect that prices are going to start going up because material costs are still kind of high and labor costs are high. So if you've been thinking about getting Fasst Company stuff, Jimmy 15 is the code, and tell them. Well, they'll know Jimmy sent you.
Yeah. They'll know with the code Jimmy 15, all lowercase, no space.
All lowercase.
Did I put it right in the chat right there?
That's right. It's in the chat. That's why we have the chat, so you can get information and it doesn't scroll away. Seat Concepts, hot seat hotline. Call in, talk to Maddox, ask your questions, or you can type it in the chat. And then, of course, Bulletproof Designs. Nice shirt, Matt.
Thank you. Yeah, it's brand new. I haven't even had it for 10 minutes.
Because he didn't want to support his main sponsor. He didn't want to look like a twin. So tonight he's wearing the Bulletproof Design shirt, and I'm wearing the Jimmy Lewis off-road shirt because that's the business that I run that allows me to sit around and try to tan the bottom of my feet. Mm-hmm. So that's what we do. Got lots of people watching us on the Instagrams. I bet you they watch us for like 15 seconds and then they're just like over that guy. Swipe right, swipe left. How did they do that? I think
it's swipe down.
That's a different app,
I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you're thinking of your favorite app.
Twitcher.
Grinder.
Okay, yeah, got it. Okay, everybody. Jim Jarvis says, you mentioned it before, would be interesting to see your comparison of a 250 XCW and 300 XCW of the same year, but in the woods, not in the desert. I have mentioned it before, and I have done that. I did it a long time ago, and I did it in 2020. I did it in, was it late 2019? Because I raced a 150, a 250, and then I took home a 300. I don't know if I raced the 300, but I rode all the different bikes at the Washington round of a works race. And the comparison you're looking for, Jim, is in that content. I did a video. I may have done it in my motorhome, but I did one of the videos on that. And if we had more producers, they could search it on the computers, and I would be able to tell you. I'd say that it'd be that video, but don't close that screen down because that's how I'm getting all my information.
Well, is it on Dirt Bike Test or?
It's Dirt Bike Test. Yeah, that's probably where it would be. So an amazing thing about Dirt Bike Test, our search function on that site is so good. Yeah, you go 250 XCW, 350 or 300 XCW, and it should come up. So that would be a video, but don't quit watching this awesome show to go watch that video. No, it will be the 2020 KTM XC and XCWs, and I think I rode a 250 XC and a 300 XCW, but the engines are exactly the same. I mean, the chassis were different, but the engines were the same. So it was kind of like a comparison. It might have to go to YouTube for that particular video.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm just trying to produce here.
You know why I got a call from a guy today?
Oh yeah?
I have no idea how he tracked me down because he didn't know anything about the riding school, but the way he called me was through my riding school number.
Okay. And what do you have to say? He
said he followed me at Dirt Rider Magazine. Mm-hmm. So, and he was asking me about a test I wrote in 2004. He was asking me specifics about it. And I go, hold on. He goes, do you remember this? And do you remember that? And I'm like, no. I go, but you want to know something? You want to know why I wrote it down and put it in a magazine? He goes, why? I go, so I'd never have to remember it again. And he goes, well, do you think it's the same? Do you think you would, he was asking me, is that what you really think? And I said, yeah, that's what I really think. That's why I wrote it down.
Yeah.
You're getting close. That's the,
oh, is it in this video?
It's not the short test. I think there's one that we did it was a video that was like kind of about all of them. It would have been in the same time frame if that, video makes sense. It was kind of like a wrap up. I remember doing it. You know what? It may have been a Tech Talk Taco Tuesday.
Oh.
So if you look at the date, that's how we could do this. If you look at the date, I did a Tech Talk Taco Tuesday there, and I did a long form breakdown on all of those things. But anyways, back to this guy who asked me this question. He said, do you feel sad? I said, well, at that time when I wrote that and when it was published in the magazine, it was exactly what I thought. That's the way it was. So yeah, that's it. But he was, and he was, the reason he was going to ask me this, he was going to buy a bike from his buddy that had ridden it once a week to walk his dog, and it still had the stock front tire on it. And I go, well, that's probably a pretty decent bike other than, and he's like, I can get it for like $3,000, 2004 YZ 450, but he wanted to trail ride it. I go, well, you don't want to trail ride a motocross bike.
Especially not a carbureted 4-stroke, right?
Yeah. It was still carbureted and still kickstart, I think. And this is why I wrote it because I don't remember all this stuff.
Right.
But we kind of went back and forth about this and that. And I go, but here's the thing is, you're going to get it. And he's like, I'm going to take my suspension to ESP. And I go, that's a good guy. That's my guy. That guy will fix the suspension. I go, $1,200. Okay. And then I'm going to have to get, tires for off road. Okay. $600. And I go, no matter what, you're going to spend $6,000. You could find a $6,000 bike from 2012. And then you've catapulted performance. You've gone away from carburation. You're into fuel injection. You've gone, you could get a trail riding bike that has the right gear ratios. And so what you're going to save is what you're going to spend in the whole thing. So anyways, interesting call. I hope the time I spent on the phone with them, because I was actually, I was trying to get a tan on the bottom of my feet.
Right. He was interrupting your relaxing time.
Actually, I was getting a sunburn on my back because I was fixing a swamp cooler and I had water squirting all over the place when I took the call. So, it all depends on how you look at things.
Right.
So, Facebook user says, how come we're not getting their names?
I don't know what's going on Facebook.
Okay.
With Facebook tonight.
Facebook user says, I'm an older rider who's now beat up from snowboarding and skateboarding in my younger years. Well, you're not that old if you snowboard and skateboarded. I use Rock's 2-inch risers to help save my lower back. Being 6'5", I'm looking for suggestions on high-rise handlebars so I can get rid of the Rock's risers. Well, guess what, 6'5" guy? I have a buddy who teaches with me at the class. Big John. 6'4", 6'5".
I think around there.
Who runs stock height handlebars because he rides in the proper riding position. Now, bodies are real different, depends on the length of your arms and different stuff. I think Benny Bloss, who races motocross, is up in that range too.
Yeah, Baby Giraffe.
Yeah. And I don't know what he runs as far as bar risers and different things, but he would be a much better person to ask than me, I guess, because, he goes faster than me, and I'm pretty sure that you'd DM him on social and he'd be a good person to ask that. But I promise you that if you have 2-inch risers, you are not riding in the proper riding position. You are out of balance some way, either pelvis forward or pelvis forward. or you're trying to stand up and you're not bending at the right place, which is not your knees, it's your hips.
Or trying to get over the back and gas it a little bit.
Well, there's some of that too. Yeah. Flex makes a high bar. Flex, 15% code, by the way. Jimmy 15 would be the code you'd want to use.
Smooth.
They make a higher bar, which you might want to go a little bit higher, but definitely not 2 inches. Once you start going like more than an inch, you're really there. You're in a different, something's awkward, because if you're going to go that far, you need to at the same time move the foot pegs,
right? Because
you're really affecting the rider triangle and some other stuff. So I don't think if you snowboard and skateboard, the problem is you're doing sideways sports. And as opposed to going straight. If you were a skier, you would understand a little bit better about being balanced. And if you can get out of bed in the morning and walk, then you have the you have the technique. You have what you need to make it work. So Anyways, Dirt Cinema says, tell Jimmy to accept my friend request. Dude, Dirt Cinema guys are gnarly.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do I do that? I think
if it's going to be a Facebook thing.
He's
asking for a friend request. That's Facebook.
That's Facebook's.
Yeah. Cause you can just follow on Instagram.
He's not my buddy on Grindr.
I don't know. I have access to a lot of the social media accounts here. Mm-hmm. Not that one. Thankfully, you spared me of that.
Yeah, me and Dave both got off of our Grindr account so we could pay more attention to riding.
Yeah,
we weren't so distracted by our phones. That's all. That's all we really do when we go riding. We just unload the bikes and just look at our phones the whole time.
Right. No. You post like 20
pictures,
stories. Right. Yeah, on your Instagram.
So hopefully that works for you, Facebook user. Dirt Cinema. I will. I'll get you guys hooked up on my accounts or whatever the heck they are. Send it, by the way. Those guys, they do the Huck Fest.
Oh,
in the trucks.
Okay.
Actually, Dirt Cinema, you should call our call screener. He's a Huck Fest. Yeah, that number, the Hot Seats hotline is 775-318-5515, brought to you by Seat Concepts. Rusty says his is pending too.
Oh boy. But you don't really go on Facebook that much anymore, like your personal Facebook?
At least once a week. Aren't you supposed to do it once a week?
That's the only time I do it. And I only go on my Facebook for
work related purposes.
Yeah, otherwise I'm on Instagram.
Right. So awesome. Hey, Facebook user, older rider, Facebook user. Let me know if that doesn't seem to work out, and bend at the hips, not at the knees, and stay balanced. And I don't know, maybe if you if you have really short arms, I'll go a little bit longer. If you're like a real short arm dude, I'll give you some bar riser there. But most people are built pretty. They're standard issue.
Pretty yeah. But the class is kind of a killer for bar risers. How many people have come with tall bars? They take the class and then they're like, oh, now I can't ride my bike because the bar risers are just, the handlebars are too high now.
A lot. Yeah. Well, it's we call it the standard adventure rider position, where you stand up on your bike, they put it on a stand, they say, okay, reach the handlebars, and you can't reach them. Well, you don't ride like that.
Right.
You're always like anticipating going forward. And even when you brake, you fold and bend back, you anticipate what's going to happen. And you're sort of, when you're accelerating, you're falling forward so you don't have to hang on with the handlebars. And when you're decelerating, you're getting back so you don't get thrown forward.
Correct. You got to counteract the forces at play.
And when you're doing this, you're coming lower onto the bike, and it's not bending at the knees. And this is what the problem is when they go, they say, look, you're bending your knees, and it's like, yeah, maybe, your knees aren't locked out very often. So
right.
Okay, we should get to these questions on the thing.
Am I reading these questions?
Yeah, you're going to read these questions.
Perfect.
Hey, if you're looking for a Yamaha YZ 2-stroke motorcycle, you can experience pure performance and exhilarating power with a full line of Yamaha YZ 2-stroke bikes. Visit YamahaMotorsports.com today to explore what's new for both 2022 and 2023. I'm just trying to get through it fast, Bob. Do you need cue cards or something like that, or?
No, just the slower the better.
So if you haven't been watching the show, we have Sideshow Bob, who sits in the couch over here.
Won't come on camera.
And yeah, he says it'll steal his soul. Well, he doesn't have one.
Right.
Yeah, he sold it already.
He's not. He's got a soul. He's not ginger.
No, he sold it already. It's gone. Yeah, he's long time. So Sideshow Bob makes comments and tries to tell me how to make a better show. So I'm
always striving to be better.
Always striving to be better at this particular operation.
Yeah.
Where's our Tech Talk Taco Tuesday and Tequila? Where's
Mark Daniels?
Mark, yeah. Where's Mark at?
I thought I saw him earlier today, but
popped in. Yeah,
not right now. Huh?
He's been showing up a little late.
Yeah,
he's been showing up a little later.
He's gotten his own tequila tasting. He's got to do.
So there's lots of. I'm going to wave at Scott Ford. He's an industry guy.
Okay.
Wave at that guy. Hey, Danny Laporte. I know that guy. He might have been. Hey, Danny. Where's Danny? Put my camera on and point at the. Oh, wait. Danny Laporte. Now, it doesn't matter. I'm going to do it right here. Danny Laporte. Look at this picture above my head. You're on it. on the Lucky Strike Kajiva. That's really cool. So that's a Ryan Hanna artwork.
Yep. Really good.
Yeah, really good. RB Ryan Hanna artwork. So Mark just got home.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, see, he's here.
Nice.
5 T's, Mark. Get it.
Question time?
Okay, question time.
All right. So from Dan Parker, I just sold my 2017 KTM 350 SXF that was converted to a woods bike. Michigan single track, faster 50 trails, and occasional 2.5 hour tight course hair scramble. My previous bike to this was a 2017 KTM 450 XCF. I stepped down to the 350 because after riding one, I realized it had plenty of power for the riding I do, but it had a bigger fun factor from the lighter feel. I agree with this. I assume you've ridden the 2020 Plus 350 at some point. Do you think the Yami will feel much lighter than the newer 350? I love the power of my 350, but would be happy with less power if the lighter feel and fun factor is there. Since the Yamaha YZ250FX has the most low to mid of the 250s, it would be my choice if dropping down to a 250. Do you feel the 250FX is as reliable and maintenance-free as the KTM Gas Husky?
Okay, so I'll start at the bottom and work my way up. The Yamaha is exactly the same reliability, in my opinion. So when you're asking me about reliability, there is Honda, Yamaha, and KTM all seem to have superior durability. That's not to say that they don't have that certain bikes don't have certain issues and stuff. Like, one brand, hey, maybe the rod goes out a little bit earlier on this brand, where on this one has a transmission issue, and that one, the fasteners are a little weak, and not saying which is which or whatever. It can change year to year, but durability these days is pretty much all the same. And those 3 brands, in my opinion, have a little bit higher level quality than everything else. So, and by just a little bit. Then if you've gone from 450 to 350 and now you're looking to go to 250, you're going to experience the same amount of drop in power that you did from 450 to 350. Now, when you go down from 350 to 250, and not necessarily power, it's more torque, because you think about it, especially in the woods, how much are you riding like wide open where it's making quote peak power?
Right.
And most people modulate their throttle to get the ideal amount of power. And so you just run the RPM higher. The 450, you're never using, you're never at the throttle stop. The 350, every once in a while you are. The 250, you get to it more often in the woods. So you'll use the bike to find the power you need. For sure, the Yamaha is the best of the 250Fs. There's no doubt about that. Mm-hmm. The one thing that he talks about is like weight feel. And in my opinion, the 350 KTM and the Yamaha 250 feel like they weigh the same when you're riding them, until you get to the point where the KTM 350 is making more power than the Yamaha, and then it begins to gain weight. Power seems to add weight feel to a motorcycle. It's just the way it is. I don't understand the physics behind it. Do you know anybody who knows anything about physics?
I know some people.
Yeah, aren't you a rocket scientist or something like that?
I have a degree that says I know something about physics, but
so there is something that as more power is available, and Bob's waving his hand, and you found food.
Yeah,
you didn't bring me any tacos, and you got food. Okay, what was your rate? Wait, now that we talked about food, do you remember what we were talking about?
As the
crank spins up, right?
There's more crank inertia that
But
affects everything.
Let's just say the 350 and the 250 are running the same RPM and kind of making the same sort of power. The 350,
different crank wheel weights.
But the 350 would be spinning lower RPM and making the same amount of power. But they feel the 350 would probably not have a lighter crank because you're trying to offset the weight of the piston.
Have a heavier crank.
Heavier crank, yeah. But so this is why, then all of a sudden chassis geometry and chassis stuff comes into play.
The inertia of the wheels would be really the same.
Yeah. That'd be a real interesting test. Mm-hmm. Just to try to figure out, and get a smart physicist in here.
Yeah.
To write down some formulas and stuff.
Right.
I have a brother-in-law that does that. He has a hard time talking to me because he has to go write formulas on the wall.
Yeah.
But you know,
that's how I understand physics.
Have a scientist explain something, and then have a ding dong like me explain it, and then we'll try to see if we can come to terms. I actually wanted to do the freestyle when guys do the whips where they get the rear wheel in front of the back wheel and then bring it back around. Mm-hmm. I wanted to have a physicist explain this.
Right.
And Bob raised his hand again.
It's the conversation.
You need to talk to a physicist that rides dirt bikes.
Well, so this one here,
Get one of the Kudla brothers.
this one, the not the Kudla that works for the AMA, the Kudla that the VCMC that does us physicist. Is he a smart physicist?
I don't know.
I don't know either. He probably not, because he rides motorcycles.
He's an astrophysicist.
Yeah, he looks at the stars and says, "That's a bright star."
Space cadet.
Right, space cadet.
But no, I'm if I remember right, it was conservation of momentum.
That's correct.
Is why the wheel can come back. I remember we kind of did a deep dive on this, and I'm pretty sure it was conservation of momentum.
So
For that, I don't know anything.
So anyway, back to Dan's question.
Right.
The YZ250X FX is the best choice for you to go to from the 350 if that's the direction you're going. But you're entering into this zone where maybe a 2-stroke can come into play.
Yeah.
You're just in this. You're in this. I get in this all the time. I want to have the perfect motorcycle that does everything. Mm-hmm. And that's what he's asking for. And you're never going to find it. We talked about the perfect motorcycle. Like the manufacturer tries to sell you the perfect motorcycle, and it's never perfect. We always modify it.
Right. Right.
So you're in a zone where, I think if you want to stay 4-stroke, the 350 is really good. The 250 you're probably going to want a little bit more from. Maybe 250 2-stroke, maybe like Jim asked the first question, the 250 2-stroke, maybe XC, maybe XCW. So many. That's a cool thing. There's so many options, so many good bikes. I got a question on the grams here before we shut him off. Oh wait, Scott Forward. This guy Scott Forward. He you may know of him because he is the guy that makes the steering damper. Scott. That's actually the Scott. There's a real guy.
Wow.
So if you're on the grams, you can text him and ask him for the Jimmy Lewis discount on the Scott steering stabilizer, which probably means you're going to get charged double. Is the XR80 still a viable Baja 1000 rig? Didn't you almost win the class one year? Yes. No, and yes. No, don't try to ride an XR 100 in Baja unless your partners are Jamie Campbell and Dave Donatoni. Mm-hmm. And yes, we almost won the 250 class because we didn't know it because we wanted to ride the 125 class. And they got rid of it. There was no 125 class anymore. We had to ride 250 class, and we got second. We almost won. We got passed on the beach. On the last long straightaway, we got passed, and then it was twisty roads, and we were just in the dust the whole way.
Oh.
And so it was close. Didn't matter. But I'll tell you this. In that race, and you know how you can, decide how you do in a race based on how you feel about it. Mm-hmm. Okay. We are the least horsepower vehicle in the entire race. Mm-hmm. Okay. We were probably, I'm pretty sure I know this. We are the only vehicle that finished at better than half of our top speed. Like our top speed was somewhere at like 62 miles an hour, like on the highway.
Okay.
And we finished with a 35 mile an hour average. I don't think there was any vehicle that was slower than us that finished at a faster speed. And there was one other thing there was another factoid I had about that just means that we won overall.
Right. You really won the race. There's who won the race and then who really won it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. The bike's like a giant trophy right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, Scott, that's what we did. It had a damper on it, by the way, too. It still has one on it. I should take that off and put it on one of my other bikes. It's a trophy.
Oh yeah. Then this is the one in the circle.
It's in the circle garage in the classroom.
Nice. So is time for another question here?
For sure.
Okay. So this is coming from Sean Elliott. For reliability and cost of ownership, do you prefer air-cooled or liquid-cooled? buy a CRF 300L with a plate, or get the 250F and get a plate and put money into suspension?
Wow.
That's a question.
So I'm thinking, what's wrong? I mean, do I prefer air cooled? I mean, I prefer simplicity, but he's talking about bikes that are such low performance, and whatever. At that point, what's air cooled? Like the Yamahas?
I don't really know what's
the Kawasaki's air cooled.
The bikes I'm testing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, the Kawasaki's air cooled. I'm testing I think. Yeah, just the Kawi and that CRF.
For reliability, for sure, if you can take radiators off, then it's less things to break. Mm-hmm. Okay. So let's just go there. But with the way bikes are now with emissions, air cooled makes it kind of hard for some things. I understand you can get a little bit more power with liquid cooled bikes. And then what is it? So he wants to save money with an air cooled bike and get suspension. If you're dealing with air cooled bikes, they're junk. I mean, they're literally, they're not total junk, but they're not performance vehicles. And so if you try to add money that you're going to save on air cooling to get like a better suspension, you're polishing a turd.
Oh wait, hold on. Reading his question again. So I think what he wants to do is he's debating if, for just going off the basis of reliability and cost, he's up in the air if he wants the CRF 300, the dual sport and everything,
right.
Or does he just want to get that CRF 250F in there and just throw a plate on there with maybe some suspension for?
They're the same bike. It's the same. They're just in a zone where even if you're asking that question, you're probably not going to notice the difference in performance. I mean, I've ridden all these different bikes, and either one of those, you could spend $1,000 on the suspension and it's not going to get appreciably better. You're not going to get, you can make it stiffer or you can make it softer or you can lower it for your $1,000, but it's not going to get like, it works like a race bike,
right?
Or a CRF 250X or a CRF 250R. It's never going to work like that. The components just will not allow this.
Cole Seeley did it.
Oh, did he? Is that why this guy's asking this? Did Cole Seeley make a bomb CRF 300L?
He made a 450L into a supercross bike.
Yeah, because that bike, you can slide the good component. Though the components on the CRF 450L are actually pretty decent to begin with. They're the same. They're literally the same components that are on the R.
He also has access to parts that we couldn't even buy.
No, you can buy them.
Really?
You can buy most of them. How much money do you have? I'll find you kit suspension for a Honda. Just give me $50,000 or $60,000 and I can get you really good stuff. Just got to know the right guys.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay, we're gonna have to shut down the Instagrams because our everything's slowing down over here.
Got it.
So, anyways, it was awesome seeing you guys live on the Instagrams. Switch over to YouTube and to Facebook, or if you're watching this video, you can watch the video. You can watch the rest of the video on our other channels, and then if you have questions, just put it in the comments, and we'll see you maybe next week. So, bye live. Bye. How do I shut it off?
I think it's the X on the
X.
Yeah,
hit the X.
There we go.
And now.
Yeah.
There we go. And now. Share. Yeah.
Sweet.
I'll fix all the other stuff later. So, hey, Curly has I love calling him Curly. When you take the two-wheel thingy and defy gravity through the means of speed and upward thrust, you then tip the two-wheelie thingy sideways by movement of the front spinny thingy, which creates a forcey thingy action, which pulls the rear spindle thingy because the head leads the body. And then the flux capacitor kicks in. And God help you if you were going 88 miles an hour when it activated. That sounds about right.
How many gigawatts?
Dude, Curly's a freestyle rider. I can tell by his explanation, his technical explanation of that.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how I imagine a freestyle rider would write.
No, he would. No. A freestyle rider wouldn't even ride it. A freestyle guy. Well, a lot
I'm
of
just thinking
them,
of all the concussions.
now they take a big old drag off of their thingy, and then they would, bro. So no, good job, Curly. Okay, next question. Real question.
Lost in PA Dad Enduro. How much difference does the Kashima coat shock body make?
So he's talking about our Kreft suspension. Mm-hmm. Got that. He's talking about our Kreft suspension test. And I can't tell you because I did not test the Kashima coating on that suspension back to back. I mean, I'm sure other guys, there's probably other bald guys on the internet will tell you exactly how it works, but I didn't test it back to back with just the coating and not the coating. But here's what I know about the coating, because I remember when that coating came around and it significantly decreased the amount of wear on the aluminum inside of the shock body. So the oil didn't get contaminated nearly as quick and it lasted longer. It seemed as if there was less shock fade when I did do back-to-back testing with this kind of stuff. And everything about it was made an improvement. Mm-hmm. So that's probably why that's a common thing. And Bob's raising his hand. And there's lots of different kinds of coatings. And speak.
Kashima coating
Kashima
was designed to use on copiers for the rails that they slide on.
So the now this has to be verified. Bob says that the Kashima coating was used on rails of.
I read that.
You read the patent, yeah. So it was designed for the rails on printers.
Wow, really?
Yeah. That's what. So that's got to make your dirt bike shock work better. There's no doubt about it. Mm-hmm. But it does work. I mean, it's one of the different. There's lots of different hard coatings that they can do on things, and generally, when someone's going to spend money on coating, it either looks really trick or it actually works. And I think that works. Mm-hmm. It has a different color, so it looks good too, I think. How much weight were you carrying on your 500 on your Tour of Idaho trip? Did you spring for the weight? Were you running a rack? So Todd, no, I was not running a rack. I was running a bag, and I can never remember the names of those bags on purpose. And how much weight was it? I don't know because I never really weighed it. But I did add preload to my shock. And I think at the time I actually had one of the, what's it called? The X-Trig shock preload things. Mm-hmm. And so I just simply and added it and it was good to go.
Nice.
So
we do actually. Oh.
The weight was probably about whatever the minimum you could have, tent, sleeping bag, all that stuff, hammock, all the things I had in there, whatever the minimum of is that, I was right in the middle. I wasn't the minimum. I wasn't the max. I was in the middle because I'm not a weight weenie. Mm-hmm. I just had whatever I had and I put it on there.
Unless it's a front rotor discard.
Can I get another I threw a big in there.
I think I threw a couple in there too.
Oh, bonus ones?
Bonus ones. Yeah, no, it's not just you. It's a team effort here.
Okay. Everybody wants to know what the counter is. We're trying to be a more professional podcast, and people that are professionals and practice this and are good at it don't throw
those filler words in.
No,
they just kind of let the dead space. They'll do it every once in a while, but
they speak clearly.
Yeah,
and we're trying to be professionals.
Trying to be.
That's why you should share the show with your friends and tell your friends that they should listen to us because they may actually learn something on this show. Mm-hmm. And we're entertaining.
I think we are.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of entertaining and professional.
You have a low threshold for it then.
Well, anyway, we actually have a caller right now.
Oh, let's go straight to the caller because that's what we do on our Seat Concepts Hot Seat Hotline.
Former sponsor of the show, George. He's on the line. Hey,
George, welcome to Tech Talk Taco Tuesday. Do you know the rules? Your connection is rather horrible. Can we just hang up on you?
Yeah, you always do. Did you hear me okay on the remote Montana?
Yeah, it sounds like you're in an airplane or in a truck.
I'm in remote. Can you hear me okay, though?
Yeah, we can hear you, but you're going to either have to pull over or we're going to hang up on you because you're wrecking my whole show. We're
cutting in and out.
We were just talking about how professional we were, how we were trying to build up the quality of the show, and then we get this call.
Your audience knows about this.
Okay, what we just heard, we just heard was my nose lose you. So yeah, we're gonna have to hang up on him.
All right, sorry, George.
Yeah. Yep.
You want it gets better.
Oh, yeah. Tell you call.
That was the most clear thing he said the entire time. Is right when we hang up.
Okay, Maddox, if someone calls and they're on their truck, I know you can hear me right now. If someone calls and they're in their truck and it sounds like they're driving, you tell them they have to need to pull over, get to a better connection or whatever, because I don't want it to sound like me when you call me when I'm in my mobile office, because it's horrible. It just doesn't work out. So, okay, what's the next question?
So this is from Jay Moreau. What's your advice on doing the tour of Idaho without chase support? 50 A rider with a built Husqvarna 501 and extra parts for trail maintenance. 3.8 a Cherubi's tank. Have any gas stop issues? Bears don't scare me.
So Jay, get a bigger tank, unbuild your Husky, put it back to stock, and you probably come and do my riding school.
I would recommend that. Not just as a shameless plug, just genuinely.
Yeah, you'll learn how to save a lot of energy.
Right.
Those are the things. In the order of importance, those are the things. I would be running a 5-gallon tank. I would be running a very, very stock motorcycle, prepped for, of course, for Tour of Idaho. Built has, nothing. And we can make, if I can probably save you an hour of shit time each day with a riding school. You just be able to ride through it. And it's not a shameless plug. It's the truth.
It is. There's a reason why we don't mind promoting it. Okay. So this is going to be from Bryant White. I'm looking forward to seeing what you do to your Tenere. I just picked one up myself.
I'm excited to see what I'm going to do to my Tenere too. I wish I had more time.
Yeah.
I did something I got a call today and I'm going to do something really cool to my Tenere.
Oh, really?
That's going to be really cool for the company that wants to do it. It's actually W Wheels.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it's going to be really cool for them and it's going to piss a lot of people off and it's going to be awesome. So, cause
nice.
It wasn't super high on the list in the beginning because it wasn't a necessity, but I love having an extra set of wheels for my adventure bikes so I can have a worn out set of tires and a brand new set of tires.
Right.
And so we'll get a set of wheels for that thing. So I'm going to do, my next video is going to talk about how to save like 6 grams of weight on that bike.
Really? 6 grams.
Yeah. I took the rubber stoppies off the foot pegs and I pulled the rubber stoppies out of the forks to adjust the thing. And I'm going to weigh them tomorrow.
Nice.
And tell you how much you can save by doing that. And then I'll give away my super top secret suspension click settings.
Okay.
That, yeah.
Nice. Nice.
I got, there's more to come. It's going to take a little while to get it done. I got to compare it to the KLR 650.
Greatest adventure bike ever.
No, it's not. It was the first recommendation I gave to anybody who came to me and said, "Hey, I'm going to get into adventure bikes."
Right.
But it's definitely lost the place. Now the Tenere, especially since Yamaha supports the show.
Right.
The Tenere
can't be bought.
I can't be bought either. But now the Tenere is definitely the best adventure bike.
Okay. So from Gavin Marco, this is regarding the CRF 450R. How was the engine braking on this thing compared to other 450s? Also, which map is best for less engine braking?
That's the new bike that we rode. Oh, was the engine braking less? I
would struggle to answer this question just because
I'm thinking because I'm trying to run back through my head because there were slight differences in it, but in reality, it depends on if you're okay. So when we talk about engine braking on a 4-stroke, it's definitely a characteristic. Some people like it, some people don't. I really do like it. I really like a a 4-stroke engine braking. I tend to adjust it mostly with idle, because I find that I'm not revving the bike so high that I'm actually experiencing engine braking at any other throttle position than 0% throttle. So by just adjusting the idle ever so slightly up or down, you can increase or decrease the engine braking. Mm-hmm. And I know they go to a lot of effort in designing the motor so there's less engine braking. Because old 4-strokes were like, I mean, you shut them off and they went, whoa, you know, they really threw you forward.
Right.
But I want to say that the aggressive map actually had the one that I think I was riding. No, I think the aggressive map was kind of aggressive and I didn't use it as much. I'd have to like I was talking earlier before the show.
We write it down and record it. So I
wrote down whatever I said, whichever one I said was the one I was riding in if the aggressive map, I think had less engine braking. And I don't know if I was riding it in the aggressive map that much or I was in the normal map. I'd have to reread the bike. I've got like 6 bikes under my belt since then, so I can't remember.
Right.
Let me have another drink.
All right. So Todd Kelly asks, I bought a scale, so I'm becoming intrigued with actual weights. My whole camping setup with tools was coming in at 25 to 30 pounds, so I'm trying to figure out if that's too much. It feels heavy.
Oh, that sounds about right. That sounds, I mean, when you start talking about all the tools and all the stuff and you want to get and that's on your back too. Some of that's on your back. Mm-hmm. But I put the heaviest stuff down as low and as far forward as I could, and the lightest stuff is up high and on my back as I could. But I'll bet you there's that much stuff.
All right. So another message from the chat is Dimitri Azazello. Please correct me. I apologize. Watching.
Oh, I won't. Let me say it. Azazello.
Okay. Watching Graham Jarvis on board videos that show his clutch hand, he is using the last digit of his index finger on the clutch. So the clutch lever reach adjustment is pretty far out. My usual clutch reach adjustment is such that the bite point starts as the clutch lever stops touching my middle finger. So much shorter reach. What's your general recommendation for clutch and brake lever adjustment? By the way, Kreft offers micro finish coating to reduce seal friction.
Right, and that does work. I'm here to tell you that micro finish. I've done it, just some stuff back to back with that finish. That does work.
Right.
It basically lubes the seals. It scars the sliders just a little bit, and it keeps the seals lubed. And I just did 6 days in Idaho on the suspension after who knows how many days I rode here, in Nevada, with it in the dust and silt, and now we've gone through mud and the seals are still good and it's still slippery-ish. So which finger did he talk about? I don't know.
The last digit of his index finger. So like this, essentially.
Okay. Last digit okay. So like this. So he's
saying it's pretty far out there.
Does he have long fingers, Graham? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm kind of interested to see it now.
I've never really paid that much attention to it. Whatever he's doing it awesome. I mean,
right.
Probably the best in the world, if not one of them, in his clutch control. And it's funny because I just watched the other night. I watched some of the takes from TKO.
Okay.
And it's kind of a sprint race, which isn't his thing. And I don't even know how he finished and stuff there, but I watched him go through some of the sections and he was by far and away the best on the clutch, just the technique with the clutch. So the clutch is pretty far out. Well, I don't, and this is a personal thing. And just because Graham Jarvis does it doesn't mean you should even try to do it or aspire to do it unless you have 16 years of your life to spend just working on only that. I have really small hands and really short fingers, and it didn't mean to say that out loud, but so I have to run my lever in really close because if I have to reach enough to where my hand has to open up at all in the grip, you think about it, when you really need to use the clutch, you're probably tugging, twisting, pulling on the handlebars a little bit. And if you have to loosen that grip, all of a sudden your reference point, we'll call it, might change because your hand is constantly doing stuff.
Right.
And if you can just kind of, because I kind of fold it in between that joint. That's where I kind of fold my finger.
Mm-hmm.
And if I pull the lever in and it touches my knuckle, it's totally disengaged.
Right.
And if I let it out just a little bit, it's friction zone. I let out a little bit more and it's engaged. And we're talking about like maybe 3 to 5 millimeters of lever travel at that point. And I have to run my lever, so the dish of the lever is in close, and I have to run I like running a smaller diameter than stock lever.
Okay.
So my finger wraps around it better. So for the reach adjustment, it's a personal thing. Like I said, my front brake is almost locked up when it touches my knuckle. And if I push on my knuckle, it's locked up. Mm-hmm. Okay. And my clutch is the same way. If it's touching my knuckle, it's disengaged. If I squeeze my knuckle, if I'm pulling in and it touches, the lever is pushing on my other knuckle, it's completely disengaged.
Right.
And I never do that. I rode a stock clutch the whole last 6 days. I wish I had a recluse a lot of the time because I wanted to be lazy. But you could also buy a recluse, then you don't have to do anything else.
You don't have to touch it. Yeah.
You don't have to touch it. But Graham doesn't run one, so it's not the best thing, evidently, allegedly. Mm-hmm. He might run I want to get their torque drive. I want to try the whole torque drive thing in the bike, because there was some gnarly sections. We were just on the clutch and on the clutch and on the clutch. Yeah. And it never missed a beat. And I want to see if it can it get better than this? Right. It was good. And I want to see, can it get better than this? There's some guy today said his 300 TPI didn't have enough power and he had to feather the clutch all the time because it wouldn't pull. And I'm like, are you 800 pounds or what? I don't know. Maybe know.
Gravity's a little stronger where he's at.
Hey, Dimitri, hopefully that answers your question. And good. I got it. Do you or I
You there.
I
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So from Bryce Spencer, thanks for your input on the bike being a Kawasaki tech and somewhat of a guru in suspension talk. I see why Logan kind of read these at the rate he did.
Well, I think there's some punctuation that was missing there.
Yeah.
So he said, thanks for my input, right?
Input.
Okay.
On the bike being a
No. Thanks for input on the bike. And then
being a Kawasaki tech. And
since he's a Kawasaki tech, that means he has no punctuation or grammar. It's just going to be a run-on sentence. Right. The whole thing.
Okay. And somewhat of a guru in suspension talk, it was good hearing your technical input on the bike and how it rode. Also, coming from myself being a motocross racer and an avid trail rider, I have a question. I have been trying to decide if the 300 XC or XCW would be better for my riding, where I do technical slow riding one weekend to possible sand dudes and more open riding. Which bike is more versatile?
Again, we are searching for the perfect bike. This episode is either the perfect bike episode or a shit ton of questions.
Yeah.
However you say shit ton without offending the algorithms.
I would just put SH and then dash or star.
Right. If he's a Kawasaki tech, why doesn't he want a Kawasaki? He should buy a Yamaha.
Maybe he wants a 2-stroke. Yeah.
If you're a motocross rider driven to dominate, the Yamaha YZ line of 4-stroke bikes are built for victory. Visit YamahaMotorsports.com today to explore what's new and improved for 2022 and for 2023.
Yeah.
So
don't you have a video that kind of outlines what's going on in 2023?
I have a video on the YouTubes.
Yeah.
I did the best I could.
They did not give.
I think they did. I think they did. I think we just got missed. We got left out because we're not that important.
Got it.
So this 300. Yeah,
I would say depending on how slow the trail riding is.
Exactly. So when you're going through XCW and XC, it's really simple. It's like if you're going to go to the track, if you're going to do racing, if you're going to go fast, you need to be looking at XC more than you need to look at XCW. And that's very subjective on where that line is. Because I'll take an XCW and go just as fast and do their stuff. Because I don't mind PDS, but some people have a thing about it. Mm-hmm. And you're in the dunes, the problem is the motors in those two bikes are the same. And so you're not going to get that motor performance out of like XC that you would. And for sure, if you want sand dunes, that's horsepower. You're looking more like, SX or motocross type bikes. Mm-hmm. It's the perfect bike question.
Yeah.
Can't have it.
Okay.
What does Graham want to know?
Graham Stevenson, great review, guys. I am looking for a pure, easy riding play bike. The Cross Trainer sounds like the perfect play bike. However, many reviewers have noted the twitchiness as the speed builds. That issue being not too confidence inspiring. Is there any way of overcoming that? Otherwise, what would be a similar pick out of the Euro 300s? Would you think TM Shirako Reiju?
Redo. Redo. It's like old gas.
Okay.
It's called a redo. They have like a cross trainer style bike, evidently.
There's a couple comments about that bike.
Yeah, and I don't know anything about it.
Neither do I.
No, I'm not on their list of information to receive press information. I was for a while, but maybe I offended somebody. I don't know.
Yeah. But twitching
wouldn't that be normal? Okay, so you have ridden.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think of this twitchiness that he's talking about.
Where is the twitchiness?
I'm not. That bike was totally fine for me when I was riding.
I'll tell you, if you desert race, if you just all of a sudden start desert racing and go hauling ass, like
so what it's not designed for,
right? If you start going Jimmy speed across the desert, it gets twitchy. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah,
but it's not designed for that.
But I'm testing it and what it's designed for.
Well, so I took it. I started hauling ass and I started bouncing across the. I'm like, oh, this thing goes pretty good. Just upshift, just shift quick, shift, let the torque shift. Go.
Yeah.
And sure, it's bottoming out and I'm hitting bumps and stuff like that. And everything in my brain is going slow down. Don't do, but I'm testing it and it's like, yeah, okay, it's not good at this. That's it.
Yeah.
End of discussion. So if you're riding it outside, if you're trying to race this thing, it gets twitchy, but I don't think that you shouldn't do it. I mean, or if you are doing it and the alarms that I had go off in my brain didn't go off in your brain, then you're on the wrong bike completely. Right. And you need to learn a little bit more. So it's a fine bike for what it's designed for. If it does that, you're getting outside of the thing. Oh, we're getting adult spammed now.
Yeah. Which, I don't know if you noticed, we haven't been getting that as much lately. I've been reporting it as we get it. Yeah.
Okay, don't report it. Let's leave it. It's extra votes. Just don't click on any of those, buddies.
Yeah. Okay. So
next one.
Now this is a question that I also had about the bike. So Envy MC Rider, the 15 MPG is a showstopper. Let us know if your carb float helped, which I'm pretty sure I know the answer.
Yes, it absolutely helped.
Yeah.
And I don't know because after I fixed it, I haven't gone on a tank draining ride. Mm-hmm. You've been riding it, and it seems like it's getting the same kind of fuel economy as the other bikes. Yeah,
yeah, they're all just about equal. Like the shortest one is.
So you guys haven't been riding them long distance. You're not going out for 60-mile rides. You're going out for what the hell?
No, so literally I've just had time for like shooting. Like I need to go do real.
So when you come back in, if you put a gallon in the Honda, you're putting like a gallon in the Beta.
Yes, this is spot on, especially with the Honda and the Cowie.
Okay. Yeah. So I haven't, like I said, I can't comment on that specifically other than it was spilling and leaking a lot. It was at another media outlet that doesn't pay attention to this kind of stuff, and they don't test things the same level, but they rode it around and they didn't mention anything like that, but we noticed it right away.
Yeah.
And like I said, we went on but it does have kind of a big reserve. So there was probably a lot more fuel in it than we thought.
We're thinking.
Yeah. But, 30 miles on a tank is not ideal.
No, especially if you want to go trail riding. Okay, so from Ryder S. Oregon, excuse me. I think a better way for more compression is a high compression head and don't lower the port height. In my opinion, I like the combination of a little thicker base gasket with a higher compression head on my 250 XC.
So he's talking about something we talked about on our last show when we were talking about how to measure base gasket thickness and how to adjust things for compression and whatnot. And that's, yeah, you can do a higher compression head. It's all, at that point, it's all tuning and block them.
Yeah, that's what I'm working on.
I think it's all the same ones. Oh, you just added them to your friends list, Matt.
Oh yeah.
Your personal friends list. Good for you. We were talking about something very specific and we're talking about tuning of a two-stroke bike. Generally the way the bikes come, they're set up, they're pretty good. And you can make little modifications and do little tuning things to do it one way there. And that's the thing is I was sitting there with my 300 apart and going, hey, I think I could get just a little bit more. It was the very simple, easiest way to gain just a tad more compression I was kind of in between base gasket thicknesses. So I went to the thinner base gasket and that's where I ended up. And the thing worked awesome. Mm-hmm. So Dave, riding buddy Dave D, has a brand new 2022 KTM 300. And the whole week, all we were talking about is just like how awesome those bikes were. Just, he just dropped 10 grand on a brand new bike. Mm-hmm. And he's been on the 4-strokes and stuff. And it was just the whole time we were going, I could not be happier with the way their bikes ran. Stock ECUs, oil injection. I ran the whole week. Well, I can tell you about the beaver pond.
I did not hear about this story.
Well, there's the beavers. I'm not friends with the beavers right now.
Oh, okay.
There's a really nice trail and they built a beaver pond and I was, kind of like leading and going. And the only thing that was left above water was my handlebars.
Oh, no.
So I know a lot about how to, I made a note on the thing about how to undrown a bike.
Right.
That's a good thing we could talk about at any show right now. Cause now I'm a full on expert at it. But other than when we had to turn my bike upside down for a little while and I lost some 2-stroke oil out of the oil injection and I added a couple ounces because of that, I rode a whole week. I rode 600 and something miles and I still have a bunch of oil in my oil, my oil injection thing. We just poured gas and go. Of course, I had to do a little filter maintenance after that one because I run a water washable air filter oil and everybody would think like, oh, what did it just all of a sudden rinse all the oil out? No, because I didn't agitate it, but I had the filter out in my hand. And I did wring it out a couple times.
Nice.
And I can tell you how water gets into your transmission. I can tell you why it goes there, how it gets there. I know all this stuff. I can tell you some techniques for cleaning your transmission, which probably are not approved by any manufacturer, but they got the job done and the bike worked perfect the whole rest of the week. But it's interesting when you do have any amount of water in your transmission. And now since they vent a lot of the transmissions into the airbox, when you start going up those first and second gear hill climbs where, your engine gets above boiling and it puts that steam into, you get extra compression inside your motor. So,
oh boy.
Anyways, okay. Blue Sky. What does Jimmy know about riding schools? This fall, you need to sign up for my newsletter, Blue Sky. And JimmyLewisOffroad.com. Go there, sign up for the newsletter, and we will probably be putting one out actually real soon because I want to announce some stuff about the KTM Adventure Rider Rally that I'll be doing and things like that. So,
and online coaching, which will be available soon.
We got a few emails while I was gone about people who want private lessons?
Oh, in contact.
You're in contact, and that's going. Yeah. Matt teaches private lessons. I don't, because you do not want to be one-on-one with me. I'm too much to handle. And that's all you need to know.
Yeah. And I have a pretty good formula down for taking what Jimmy normally covers in 2 days, compressing it down in 1 day, because if it's just one-on-one, typically we can kind of fly through it a little bit faster and you still get the same results.
Oh, wait a minute. You just said that you in 1 day are better than me in 2 days.
No, I said I can compress it down and I can get you the same results.
So that means that in 1 day you're better than me in 2 days. Okay, I'll go with that.
I mean, if you want to put words in my mouth.
No, I just said, I just repeated exactly what you said.
Right. No, okay. but no. I'm just saying.
Blue Sky, you were on the adult site, not you got to go to www.jimmylewisoffroad.com and then look over on the side banner or something like that. Click on one of the pages over the side banner is a place to sign up for the newsletter. We won't spam you, I promise.
Yeah,
we won't sell your email.
I will plug online Learn to Ride course.
Oh yeah, the online Learn to Ride course. Beginner riders. Beginner and novice riders.
Yep.
For sure. Good to see you, Chris. Yeah, it was a sunken ship. I shut it off real quick. I mean, like so it was at that level where you're kind of like the cylinder's under, but the air box is above and the muffler's still out and it's all good. And evidently in the lake that I was now riding in, called Beaver Pond, the trail must have gone down a little incline or got deeper. And so I thought it might have just been a little river crossing or something that I couldn't see because it was all murky. And so I went ahead and when it went down, I gassed it to get across and the tires just never hit the ground. It kind of floated. And so right then I hit the kill button and shut her down. But I realized that my phone was in my pocket. And my pocket was now underwater. And I thought to myself, the bike can handle this, the phone can't. And so I reached underwater and pulled my phone out and held it out. And then I did what I needed to do. I took my backpack off and I put my electric devices up high in the backpack while I was standing now, chest deep in water with my bike that the handlebars were above ground. And I asked permission to ride into this beaver pond, by the way, because I was with my wingman, Dave.
Yeah.
I said, hey, I don't know how this is going to work out. I think I might be coming to higher ground and we'll just ride right through it. It'll be no problem. No, it was a big problem. Big problem. But anyways, so, okay. So we need to take a break. Commercial break. We'll come back with Rooster Endo and more. We'll answer more of your questions. We're going to shut down the Seat Concepts hotline because all we get is people that are driving in their cars wanting to yell at us. Go ahead and use that. Like I say, spray paint that number on your wall. 775 318 5515.
Yes.
That's the number.
318.
I did that out of my memory, which is kind of strange. Spray paint that on your wall, write it on your board. Give us a call during the week when you're working on your bike. And if you had a couple in you, we'll play those. We'll play the messages on the thing and try to answer your questions. And time for a little bit of a break. So we'll see you in a couple minutes.
What's up, Moto Buddies? Mike here from Taco Moto Co. What is the Taco Touch? It's the best service in the industry. Virtually 24/7 tech support via email or text, and it's like having a dirt bike doctor on call every day of the year, helping you fix your bike or recommend parts or setups for you. If you've ever received an order from us, you know that the Taco Touch extends to our fulfillment, and our orders come with the coolest stickers that you've ever had, buying parts from anybody before, and a handful of root beer barrel candies. All of our Taco Moto Co. branded components come with a no questions asked lifetime warranty, and we'll even extend out the warranty of other manufacturers, OEM, and aftermarket parts where we can, sometimes for life. We test and tune endlessly and exhaustively and obsessively. We're trying to destroy everything that we can before you get your hands on it to look for weaknesses and to improve it or to make recommendations to the manufacturer. And if it's something that doesn't meet grade, then we don't offer it on the store. Everything that we carry is something that we have personally used, tested, and ridden and raced and knows meets the high Taco Touch demanding standard. Go out and get some adventure.
Since 2009, Seat Concepts has been dedicated to making the best aftermarket seats. More comfort, more grip, more riding. For 10 years, we've continued to raise the bar. Innovation and American craftsmanship make Seat Concepts the world-leading manufacturer of power sports seats.
And we're back.
Live again.
I wasn't as crisp as I was expecting.
It's a technical difficulty. We come to expect this. This show is brought to you by Yamaha, Taco Moto, Scott Sports, Climb, DDC, Trail Tech, Fasst Company, Seat Concepts, Bulletproof Designs. I'm still stoked on my Seat Concepts KTM 390 seat.
Yeah,
I'm pretty happy with that thing. That
kept you comfortable the whole ride.
Kept me comfortable the whole time. And if you don't know, like I know Bob left the bell. Everybody's left the bell. Seat Concepts now has the Husaberg 570 seat. That's the 570, the 390, and the 450. The 70-degree motor, that seat is back in the part number. So if you need a seat for your Husaberg 570, like I do, they have the foam and the cover and everything you need. So check out seatconcepts.com and you'll be super stoked, especially if you're one of the Husaberg riders like me. Best bike, most power known to man. I still need to ride a Mako. I was talking to my buddy Ronnie, and his dad used to race, or his grandpa used to race Makos.
Oh shit!
And so we were talking. I remember talking to his grandpa about Makos because he knew I knew a lot about bikes, and he goes, "You familiar with Makos?" And I just went, "Huh?" That's like the Husaberg that you kids like that want to ride a Husaberg that'll never get to ride a Husaberg. Maddox, you learn how to ride a little bit, I'll let you ride a Husaberg. That's like the pinnacle. Like they don't make them anymore. That's how good they are. Like they're classics. Anyways, Seat Concepts will make a seat for you. Support us by when you're going to buy like a split unit air conditioner or that $700 impact hammer chisel tool or something like that, and you're going to buy it on Amazon. Click through our link on dirtbiketest.com. It's usually at the bottom of a lot of our stories, or there's a little thing up in the banner there. That helps us out a bunch. Of course, we have links through Rocky Mountain ATV MC, Rocky Mountain. We get a little thing there as well. We need to build up our page with our stuff, but we like everything.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for us to
pick something because, if you're just going to shop there, use that link.
Right. Go
through there, whether you're getting tires, chains, sprockets, piston kits, whatever. They have it there. But this section, this is brought to you by tacomoto.co. That's not tacomoto.com. It's tacomoto.co. If you're trying to make your KTM dual sport bike, or any KTM really, Husky, gas, run a little bit better. They're getting into the Honda stuff. They have the things that you need on their website. Go there. The reason we like supporting them is because they support us with Roost or Endo.
Everyone's favorite segment.
How come we don't have a thing for that? Like a song? Like it would be like heavy metal guitar. Mm-hmm. I think it'd be like Roost or, and then Endo, and then there'd be a crash sound.
See, in my head, it'd be like Roost, and then just like a motocross start, or Endo, and then just crashing sound. No music. That's just why.
Oh, no music. Okay.
Yeah. High RPM. By no noise, and then a big thud.
Roost or Endo. Yeah, we should work on that. That could be another thing.
Oh, that's
a thing you could work on and not get paid for.
Yeah. I'm trying to.
Bob, you sound like. Why don't you figure out how to make it work? What do you do all day?
I don't know anything about it.
Huh? You just told us how to do it.
No, it was the idea of.
Oh, the idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
The whiskey throttle, and then as it's going
right,
forward, it stops,
whiskey throttle, and then well, okay, Matt. While I pour myself tonight's tequila of the night, by the way, if you're wondering, this is Loma Azul.
Yep.
It's the last of my Reposado. It's going to go away.
Okay, so while you're doing that, I got this all prepped. So this first bike up is from Christopher Mann with 2 N's.
Christopher Mann. Got it.
With 2 N's.
Okay,
2021.
Can you hand me a picture?
I can hand you a
so
picture.
I can look at it.
2021.
So I can analyze it in detail.
2021 FE 501S FMF 4.1 TI muffler.
Okay, hold on. Like, he needs to go to photography class. That's so backlit.
The shadow is pretty.
Like the one you printed out is like really bad. It looks like it's a silhouette of a motorcycle. I'm actually going to have to look up on the screen. I thought my eyes were bad, but my eyes are bad. This is something that happened. Oh boy, I know where he's at.
Wait, do I know where he's at?
No, you have no idea. I promise you have no idea. I do.
It was this hill right here that made me think. And then I looked here. I'm like, no, I have no idea. Okay. FMF Mega Bomb header, Hunt Racing rear discard, Hunt Racing rear brake pedal.
Hunt Racing.
Hunt Racing.
It's not. I'm not familiar, but anyways.
SKDA custom graphics. SDG rigged.
It says Dingo.
Does say Dingo.
Dingo.
But it's like it's a guy riding right there for the D. Or no, that's actually just a dog.
It's Dingo.
Yeah.
And I see Hunt on there, but it's Dingo. Okay. It's got the gray and white look. And I like the American flags. Love the American flag.
SDG ribbed seat cover, Scott steering stabilizer, BRP top clamp, Trailtech Voyager Pro GPS. I like that one. Moto-minded stout mount, STR fork bleeders, Enduro engineering radiator guards, AXP skid plate, a Cherubi's 3-gallon tank, sick-ass slim headlight switch, custom flush mount turn signals, Slavin's emission delete kit, highway dirt bikes wrap around handguards with mirrors, 48-tooth dirt trick sprocket, Renthal dual compound grips, Baja Designs radio PTTT. I still got a lot more to go.
Push to talk.
Baja Designs XL80 LED headlight, BRP chain guide, Husky plastic swing arm protectors, a Cherubi's fork lug protectors, Polysport ignition and clutch cover protection.
Where is this bike for sale right now? Because this sounds like the for sale list. You know how I do this? All the time. It's like when we get these lists that are this complete, there's a reason, because he pulled it off his for sale listing and sent it to us.
Right.
Were there multiple pictures with this one? Do you remember?
No, just one.
Just one. Okay.
Samco thermostat delete kit / blue silicone hoses, JD fueled tuner, Evans coolant, bulletproof design swing arm guard, Pro Taper Evo bars RM low magnesium color. Low bend magnesium color. Suspension is from Precision Concepts, Hammerhead shifter, Bridgestone X30 front tire, Pirelli MT43 rear trials tire. Oh, now this is, I wish I had Cooper for this one, because I'm even struggling with this one. Sierra coated OEM rims, Dirt Star STX rims. Sierra coated OEM hubs.
So who did that? I think, did W do it?
Doesn't mention W.
Doesn't mention.
Tubeless and EarthX battery.
You know what's funny about that? It's funny because when I'm listening to this list, I'm kind of just halfway tuning out, but when it gets that long. But at the same time, I hear things that I would use, I did use, and then I hear things that I absolutely wouldn't use and I don't use, and it was like, oh, I would do that. Yeah, that's good. That's a good mod. Okay, no, that's a horrible mod. No, right. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do this. And I don't judge when I'm hearing this. It's like right. I don't sit there and go, oh, you can't do that. It's like I'm compare it to me, what I would use from my experience. And it's not good or bad. It's like, that's what that dude chose to put on his bike. And I don't have any feelings about it either way, other than I know if it was me from using that, because I've used most of that different stuff and different things. I'm like, and I see where the bike's at, and like one thing in particular, I see where the bike's at and I see the tire and I'm like, oh, wrong tire. Yeah. I just know where that's at. And I'm like, okay, wrong tire. Not a bad tire. lasts a long time. Or the Pirelli MT43, right? Much better tires, but okay. And then just certain things and something. Oh, okay, I understand that. Okay, I get that one. I did this. So all over the place. If this guy were sitting next to me, we could sit here and have an argument for like an hour. Not an argument. We would have a discussion. Not argument. Oh, it's argument, discussion, same thing. We would sit here and talk about all the different things. And like, why do you like this? And why do you like that? And the reason I would ask him those questions, like, why do you like that? Is because I want to know, like, for my knowledge to say, oh, that makes sense. Or have you tried this? And have you tried that? Just to see why he landed on that particular product. Of course, my biggest problem is when any of his products don't align with our sponsors.
Right.
And then I just want to roost on him and endo this bike. Right. That's how you do that.
He does have some of our sponsors on there, though.
I know he's got some.
So like he's, as far as the sponsor,
it's weighted kind of in the middle of the thing. But any good show would just, because he doesn't have all of our sponsors on it, it's not 100% sponsored. We just have to endo it. But at the same time, he's got some of them, so it creeps up the thing. And then now, this is where me, as the all-saying, all-knowing, got everything, I'm going to pass it off to you and allow you to decide where it goes.
Oh, okay. So I'm deciding where it goes?
Yeah.
Okay, endo, because that gray is way too light for white. I'm gonna. You spent all that time talking about the components. I'm just gonna talk about the looks. The gray needs to be a lot darker for that white to work with it.
Man, I don't mind the gray that much, but I hate the photo. The backlit photo is bugging the hell out of me.
See, I wish that gray, I just don't like how light that gray is.
I think this guy's got I think he likes his setup. He enjoys his setup. He's got a good setup.
Oh, it's set up for him, and
it's set up for him, and. If you would have just taken the picture from the other side, it would have been so much better.
It's going down. It's not very far, mind you. It's going down.
It's a light endo. It's a
light endo for the light gray.
It's a kind of endo that it's an endo that you don't go over the bars. The endo you just get weight in the front and it washes out and you fall off to the side. That's the kind of endo that was.
There we go.
I just want to know where that thing's for sale. Next photo, give it to me.
Okay, this is gonna be Lewis West.
I like the name. Uh-oh.
We'll slow on the picture here.
Yeah,
Here we go. Lewis West submitted a 2015 KTM 500 EXC.
This thing looks like a mosquito. This bike has the mosquito look. To it.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Bob, wait. No, he didn't say Husaberg. What are you tapping on that thing for?
I didn't tap on it.
Are you gonna have some tequila?
No, it fell off the bench.
Okay.
Anyway, so this EXC features upgraded front and rear springs, best dual sports power end cap, Dirt Tricks Ironman sprocket, Cyclops LED headlight, Enduro Engineering standard soft seat, skid plate and side handle grab, Cycra Pro Bend handguards, Tugger front and rear lift straps, sick-ass tidy tail, over 9,000 miles and over 400 hours, and it still rips. That last line puts it up a little bit higher on the wrist for me.
High mileage. It has. I think he shot it with a phone that has a wide lens on it because it looks like when I first looked at it, it looked like a cross trainer, it looked like what's the electric bike we have right now?
Freeride.
The Freeride EXC. Mm-hmm. It has that kind of that high stance. I don't know. It's just the way the photo works.
Right.
Its background is too busy.
But he's out in the woods, and at least the light is right.
Right.
you kind of see what it is. I like the older bike. I like that he's got his stuff. I'm roosting this one.
It's that last line for me.
I don't like the graphic. I think there's something with the graphics, the black, and that's what gives it that look.
It's the fact that it has the black handguards and only half of this number plate has black, and then it goes to like stock.
Because KTM had some weird designers that made some really phallic, I like to call them, designs on their things. Uh-huh. And this bike somehow grabs some of that and then turned it into Insect World. And if you're wondering what we're talking about, you can look at you can
Go
scroll
on
through
the YouTube video.
You can watch the YouTube video and stuff. We should do a post every week where we put the Rooster Endo bikes up.
Oh, like an Instagram or Facebook post.
Yeah, and put them up and put them in a collage or something like that.
Yeah, no, that's good.
You know what? One of these times we should do that and let the fans vote. Like when how we have a hard time sometimes,
Right.
and we say, you know what, we're going to put it up to a fan vote. We could do a poll or something like that.
We really have a hard time if there's something phallic with the bike too.
We do. I don't. Anyways, I like this guy's bike. I'm going with roosting.
Okay.
Whether your bike roosts or endos does not determine whether or not you're going to win the $100 Takamoto gift certificate.
Here we go.
A guy sent me an email that was thanking us for choosing his bike last week. He said we chose his bike and we gave him some good feedback on when we were. I think he might have endoed, and we gave him some stuff.
Right. I think we gave him like a shirt or something.
Oh, because we were so mean. No, he won the certificate. He won the $100, even though he endoed, because we gave him such a hard time. But he deserved it.
Okay, so
because we learned something from his bike.
Oh yeah, okay. I think I remember something about this now.
That's why we recorded it and put it on the internet, so we don't have to remember it anymore.
Right.
Because I walk out of this room and I forget everything we talked about.
Well, it happens to me too, and I edit this damn thing.
Okay.
Okay, so speaking of bad lighting, Larry here.
Oh, Jesus.
Larry Shelton, 2017 FE450.
I think these guys are doing this on perfect.
I think perfect.
Your photography is as good as my speaking right now.
Oh, 1 second here. Let me get this a little sized up better. All right. It is D-Smog. Features the
What year?
2017 FE450. D-Smog JD jetting tuner. It has an uncorked exhaust end cap with the reeds removed, low profile rear turn signals, integrated turn signals in the hand guards, Kenda Trackmaster tires, 2020 FC450 suspension front and rear. Oh, he turned his FE into a race bike.
Man, that suspension should not work on those slick rocks you're riding on, bro.
The suspension does not match that at all.
Yeah. And the tire, by the way, and Kenda helps me out with my riding schools and stuff. Trackmasters, wrong tire choice for that. Like, you need to go Equilibrium, bro.
Yeah.
Like the Equilibrium would be epic on that. Run the Parker DT on the front and the Equilibrium on the back, and that on those situations.
It sounds like he was chasing for the perfect bike again, like with the FC. Like,
no, I probably got a set of suspension somehow.
Right.
I don't know.
I'm just wondering if
maybe he's looking for send it rocks,
or maybe he was looking for a bike that
he
guys wants to ride to the track, on the track, and back home.
You know how guys go to the dunes and they look for jumps, right?
Yeah. Right.
I don't know why the freestyle crowd has not. Maybe they feel like rocks are hard and they don't want to jump them. But like there's because slick rocks are basically solidified sand dunes.
Right.
There's such senders and good jumps and stuff you could do, but it's like jumping on pavement. It's like ramps, really.
Right.
We found some places where you can find some jumps on. They're so sick. You can find a nice kicker takeoff and then a smooth transition on the back. So maybe that's what he's doing. He's figured out
the trick. Or maybe he, this is going back, and this might be a little bit more obscure now. I remember there was a segment on one of those Moto films where it was like Cody Webb and some other enduro guys, and they were at Sand Hollow on rocks like this, hucking it off it, like doing rampage style jumps and other stuff like you were talking about. Yeah,
you don't want to crash because you're gonna get you're gonna get really broken up. I mean, sand dunes are kind of hard too, but that's Chris Mann says, you're classic. I'll give you the shitty photo, but the bike's not for sale.
But he's in the chat.
Yeah, that's good. Hey, we've given it to the guy who's in the chat. That's a good thing. Should we move it up? Since he's in the chat, let's just creep it up a little bit.
Not too much though. Like remember, we can't be bought.
We can't be bought, Chris, but you're in the chat there, so it just moved up. Yeah, this one's a shitty photo too. I like his limited mods. But I don't like his tire choice, and I don't like where the bike's at based on the tire choice. And so
the suspension is what makes it endo for me.
It gets confusing. Yeah. Just run it.
Just get it FX or FC if you want that.
Take Chris's place down there. Yeah. It's all good.
Oh, right. So
what's our next one? Hand me the picture.
Here we go.
So if you want to submit your bike for Rooster Endo, it's real easy. You can just send a picture of your bike, hopefully a better picture than this one too, that looks like a cabbage field and he's going to make salad. You send a picture with the description of your bike, make, model, and year, just so we know.
And mod list.
And then just tell us what you've done to your bike. Try to keep it sort of concise. Don't make it look like you're trying to sell the bike. Mm-hmm. Although some people have sold their bike off of this, like Ricky Brabeck's our worst.
Oh,
he sold 2 bikes off of this segment.
Right.
It's just stuff he was trying to get out of his garage.
Yeah. Oh, and if you submit a video, please keep it to 30 seconds or around 30 seconds to a minute.
Right. Because my attention span is like 2 sips of tequila.
Right.
So what's this? This is one of those 6 days.
Yep. So this is from Turk Azix F. It's a 2021 450 with no mods at all.
Can I try to say that name?
Yeah. There you go.
Turk Azix. Yeah, you said it. Yeah. It's an interesting name.
Yeah. 2021 450 with no mods at all.
2021. He didn't even. This is a 6 days one, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a 6 days. I don't know what Italian 6 days. What year was the Italy?
Jim is so jealous right now. Our helper Jim is like he's got the, because I thought Jim had the Italia.
I think so.
But his was an older Italian, or did I buy the Italia or I buy the Portugal?
I thought you bought
I bought Portugal from
I think
him.
so.
I'm worried about Zags, whatever his name is, because he's riding with a quad and they're looking out at a field of salad. And I think he's going to go spin donuts out there or make more salad. Tire looks a little worn out.
No, I mean, he clearly has been riding that thing in the dirt.
What's up in the top corner? See how it looks like there's an imprint of it looks like up there. Does it look like an imprint of a photo?
Yeah, that's palms. That's remember when you said this TV's been used before?
Oh, that's
Did you not notice that until just now?
No, that's the first time I've seen it like lately.
Yeah, there's right over here too.
Okay, everybody wonders how we got this whole studio. Like most of this shit is recycled.
Donated and recycled.
Like from the engines on the wall, which are
right.
One of them is Johnny Campbell's CR80, and that's one of my XR100 motors. And everything around here is like old used stuff. The TV screen that we're looking at when we watch this came out of the Palms, like the executive, like the Palms towers,
right?
Like super. They were because they're plasma TVs. They're heavier than shit.
They are heavy, yeah.
Yeah, they did some demolition, and a friend of mine had access to them, and so we got some TV sets. So I thought that was that guy's imprint.
No,
I thought he stole a photo off the internet. This is what I was thinking. He stole a photo off the internet and submitted it to win $100 on. He needs it because
this bike's pretty meh.
Meh, yeah,
it's meh for me.
Meh, and he has a big bazooka muffler. That's not a stock muffler on it. And I don't like big bazooka mufflers. And if it's all stock and he put that muffler on, I promise you it ran like shit. Endo. We have one roost. I was going to go,
do we have another roost coming? Don't worry. Here we go. Well, for me, it's a roost just because I like vintage stuff.
Whoa.
Yeah. Let me get the picture up for our captive audience here.
I'm trying to, let me tell you what it is. When you get it up there.
Picture is up.
Picture's up. It's hard to see on the picture I have, but that's a bull taco?
Yep.
It's a bull taco.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is from Peter Rottener. It is a picture of him from 1975. This is a bull taco MK8 250 Persing.
Wow. Yep. Give his mods list.
Bone stock.
Peter, you just bone stock. It says bone stock.
It doesn't nothing. So I'm assuming bone stock.
There's no way that you could ride a bull taco that was bone stock. You had to duct tape something together. You had to cross thread something into place. You had to get different shocks, different forks. You need to have some Sirianni forks. You need to have some, man, it could have been like some Works Performance that'd be like kind of late at that time, but
They weren't.
Bader, some Bator shocks, or maybe some Kernuts. Was Kernut
70?
Kernut in there
I think it's
at that point?
But there'd be Girlings.
Girlings, yeah. You could. You there's no way you could ride this thing stock, and that gas tank is a fiberglass tank, correct?
Yeah.
So you would have had to patch the fiberglass tank, and it looks like you got some duct tape on the seat to keep the seat on and where it tore, because it was Spanish quality at the time. So there needs to be more information on this.
Mm-hmm.
I like where we're going with this, but I don't know if Moto has any bull taco parts except for their underwater kit.
Oh yeah, which is still in development, by the way.
Oh,
yeah, they're the underwater kit.
Yeah. I need more info. I don't even know what bend handlebar he has right now, but the guy who is a little tall was asking about a high bend handlebar. Mm-hmm. Check these things out. Like right there, there's 4.5 inches of rise in that handlebar right there.
Yeah.
That was a real dirt bike back then. They didn't make bikes like this.
Why did they go with a fiberglass tank though? Cost?
I was a wee young lad at this point. I don't know.
Dennis had one.
Yeah.
He had one.
Okay. Ditch the fiberglass tank right quick. Yeah. Great gravel pit bike, because there was no such thing as a motocross track. So clearly this show should be syndicated as a mix of Comedy Central and OAN News. You meant CNN, right? Because we're pretty liberal. We do CNN?
I think we're pretty moderate here.
Moderate. Okay. My Hodaka had Sirianni forks. Okay. So Tony knows. Joel Smith's bend. Oh man. Glad you guys are liking this stuff. Hey, Tech Talk Taco Tuesday. All we talk about is dirt bike and dirt bike related products. We're not discriminatory about anything.
Just dirt bikes.
Vintage. It can be new, old. Man, I this thing has to roost.
It roosts.
It has to roost. And notice that his body position is actually pretty damn good, Matt.
It is actually.
The position is good. And he's not getting over the back and gassing it. He's just anticipating what's going to happen next, which means the suspension is going to bottom out hard, really hard. Roost.
Preston plastic.
Are those Preston Petties?
Yeah, I'm asking because I don't see any front.
Well, he didn't tell it.
Brace.
He didn't tell us anything. He didn't tell us anything about it. And the problem with not giving us some info means that you're not going to win. We want to know at least a little bit about that. COVID.
No, just a sneeze. So
okay.
Just allergies.
Monkeypox?
No, I don't have a rash.
So Dennis think it roosts. I think it roosts too, but it's definitely not in my running for the top of the pick.
I have my personal.
Oh, you have your personal
winner.
thing. Okay, so I'm gonna help make my decision.
Ooh, that sounded good. Like nice and crisp.
I got one more of these in Motorhome. Weren't you supposed to reach out to get us a sponsor?
I thought you said you had a contact or something.
You just go right past me. Just do it.
Okay. Because the contact form doesn't really seem to work.
If I don't have to interact in this, I'll give you a little bit more percentage.
Got it.
The less work I have to do so I can tan the bottom of my feet.
Right.
The more money you make.
Right. Okay.
So
this is my winner right here.
And Matt's doing something right now that only I can see.
Yeah.
And so
we can't let the people know how we communicate
that
here.
there's behind the scenes, super top secret stuff going on.
Yeah, I'm actually running some code right now. It's doing a really advanced algorithm to decide who actually needs the $100 the most.
Physicists don't do that.
All physicists need to learn how to code.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, it's literally a required class for physics degree. And then there's coding involved in some of my physics classes.
Then why can't you tell me why a motorcycle can go backwards and then come forward again?
Conservation of momentum, I'm pretty sure. I just told you.
Yeah, it's mechanical.
Well, code it.
Mechanical.
Code it
So anyway, I think it's Chris Mann just because I liked his comment on YouTube. And I hope he buys a different graphics kit.
I like that. I was looking at the thing, but since Chris, since you're watching the show, and I think you're a good guy, and I actually want to talk. I want to ask you if I know exactly where the top of it. Don't post it. Do not post where that picture was taken.
Just speak in code.
Yeah, you can speak in code. Like, you could say like, oh, it was in SoCal, something like that. Yeah, I'll go there. Andrew SKDA would be bummed.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with the design. I just don't like the colors.
I have nothing. I couldn't tell the colors because the photo was crappy, but I don't mind a gray bike. Like Andrew Short's bike, that one that he turned like gray and black with those checkers and whatever he did.
Yeah.
Like I liked that bike.
Oh yeah.
Like
See, it's not necessarily that I don't like that gray. It's just, I wish there was a little bit more of a duller color because it was light gray and white, a little too bright. I want another color in there to kind of bring down the whole.
For me, it's a tie between this one here, the Mosquito bike, and Chris's bike. But since Chris is in the forums and he's paying attention and into this, I think he wins for sure.
And that's why I think he wins because I liked his comment at us. So Chris, reach out to me.
Let's see. Roos says the shifter is on the wrong side, as I know for a fact. No, Chris. Yeah, no, a Roos, but it's not winning. You can't win. The Takomoto doesn't have any Bull Taco parts. Only the underwater kit.
Only underwater kit, still in development too.
Yeah.
So Chris, go ahead and reach out to me.
Reach out to Matt. That's super awesome. Thanks for watching the show. Share it with a friend. Let everybody know that your bike Roos. Just tell everybody.
Yeah.
The list is a little long. If this bike comes up for sale tomorrow, if it's on the EXC FE Performance Group for sale tomorrow, we're going to resend it. But other than that, that's a very complete list.
Yeah, very, very thorough.
Thorough, yeah, has all the stuff.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's one of those guys that keeps a spreadsheet of his all the stuff on the bike. That's a lot. That's a lot of stuff.
Well, I forgot to do a count on how many there is here.
What are you going to spend the $100 on? There's nothing else to modify on that bike.
Front disc guard.
A front disc guard, maybe. Hey, let's talk about our Bulletproof Designs product of the week. And guess what? It's a Bulletproof Designs product. Click my camera here. This is the solution to your disc guard. So you're trying to protect some stuff and the disc really isn't what you want to protect. You're trying to protect the lower part of the fork, which I've heard before. So they make these and there's one on each side. I only pulled one off my bike and I was testing it because I'm a pretty P in the
Princess
pod.
in the P.
Yeah. So I'm that pretty P pod guy. And so I bolted this onto the bike and as you see, it got used a little bit, it has some dings in it. Mm-hmm. There's some little nicks and dings. I'll put it up as close as I can to the camera that you can see. So basically it protects the lower bottom part of the fork. And if you're riding rocks and technical terrain and stuff like that, you can, nick the bottom of the fork and you probably won't care that much other than cosmetically, but your suspension tuner will. And I know this because I've tried to pull the bases out of my forks before and I've hit them on rocks and it doesn't come out and you have to take a die grinder and open the hole up.
Okay.
Because it's a tight fit, it slides up in there and you hit it and it collapses it. So imagine it's like smashing your pipe, but you're smashing the bottom of your fork tube.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So this little guy protects you from doing that. It could save you, a lot of extra time and money. And
hassle.
They weigh this one. I want to say I weighed it. I put it on the scale. I want to say this one was a little over 4 ounces, 5 ounces. So it's 6. The other one on the other side actually bolts onto the back of the the bottom of the disc caliper. So it protects it has a little bit of a glide. So if you actually ran across a rock onto this, and it wouldn't actually hit your caliper mount and bend some stuff. I'm not so sure that I'm stoked on that one because it doesn't use these front two mounts.
Right.
But you can still get a wrench in there to loosen them if you needed to. So Bulletproof Designs makes these little guys.
I actually installed my first Bulletproof Designs parts the other day.
How'd they go?
It went really well. Like, the only reason why it took me so long is because I was trying to take pictures of the whole process. And then...
Because you are not necessarily the best mechanic.
Oh, I'm a horrible mechanic.
Okay.
It's, but
You admitted it.
I readily admit it on this show.
Oh, okay.
There's literally, my first ever appearance was us just talking about how bad of a mechanic I am. Like, I think it's episode 15 or 16. It's one of the first episodes.
And I bagged on you the whole time about being a bad mechanic.
Yeah. It literally,
Was I mean?
No, I thought it was funny.
Oh, that's good.
But I also laugh at myself pretty easily. So, but I was amazed. They actually went on really easily. Like, if I wasn't trying to take pictures, I think I would have had all those, like, those radiator guards, the swing arm guard, the rear disc guard, and
When you put the rear disc
guard.
when you put the rear disc guard on, did you lube up the pins? Did you put extra grease in there?
I have to take them off and put it back on now.
How do I know this? Why is he just mention something and I just go to the obvious?
Right. Well, because I've never really
was
done this
it in
before.
the instructions?
No, that wasn't really in the instructions.
Oh, because you scan a card.
I scanned the card and it showed the videos, and I think maybe they just assumed that you already lube it up, or maybe
because these guys know motorcycles. I mean, you can tell by their parts; they work on them and they know them. So they left that out. They did, or
I'm not going to speak because the reception was bad, and I was just seeing the install part. I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay. So you'll be taking that off again. We need to get a new rear rim for that, and you need to call Trevor and ask him how he's going to pay for it. Like, just get his credit card number.
Yeah, I actually took that bike out for a ride. It makes an appearance in my video that I'm working on, and
on Grindr.
No, on TikTok actually.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know where the young kids are.
Got it.
But no, I forgot how much fun that bike is. No, I haven't been on Twitch for a while, actually. I need to get back on Twitch, but I've just been too busy. Because I was actually doing good on that. It was really fun too. Wait, this is a motorcycle show, right?
I think so. Yeah. Most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing good. So it's stuff bolts on. I bolted stuff on my KTM. All my bulletproof parts that I had on my KTM 300 that I rode for last week were bulletproof, and they did their jobs. We put some on my buddy Dave's bike, disc guard, and radiator guards, and he used them, and they have scratch marks on. I took pictures of the scratch marks and stuff, so it's all good. Nice. I think he saved himself having dented radiators, which is good. The disc guard probably, you never know if it's going to prevent a dent or something like that. But I look at my swing arm, my chain guide guard, swing arm protector, and that thing, and I have a TM Design Works chain guide on that thing. That thing just got worked. I mean, it's just so scratched up and worked, and good. It's good preventative modifications. I have the radiator guards on too, but I don't think I used them other than maybe I'll get some photos of us lifting our bikes over some logs. Wasn't pretty. There was one day we were going to carry a chainsaw, and somebody who was in charge of the chainsaw didn't procure the chainsaw. He had the chainsaw mount, but no chainsaw.
Oh, no.
And I left it up to everybody else. I trusted that they were going to handle it. Otherwise I probably would have been the guy forgetting the chainsaw, or the guy that I have that big Silky, that big handsaw. Right. The Silky saw. I'm trying to think of the name of it, but luckily one of those guys, it was funny because we pushed and pulled and hopped over a lot of logs. And then one guy goes, well, I have this saw. And I'm like, why did you tell us that like 2 days ago? But anyways, there was a day we thought we might need a chainsaw. We did need a chainsaw. We had no chainsaw. It was super awesome, but good times. So anyways, anything else do we have on this show?
Unless there's any questions in the chat.
No, you know the new YZ125?
Yeah, isn't it?
Trevor has it. Trevor stole it from me.
Yeah, I saw his brother's actually riding it, right?
Yeah, hopefully they're going to do something with it. The revised YZ125, and now the X has all these modifications.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's the perfect step-up machine for his little brother.
Mm-hmm.
His little brother, I think, is good at gaming or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to figure out how to integrate that into dirt bike tests and then make some money off of him. Like, it's my idea. You just do it.
Yeah.
Anyways, the bike has a revised 6-speed transmission, new brakes, suspension settings, improved rider ergonomics. And let me tell you, I noticed that when I go between my old one and that one. Aggressive styling and more. The YZ250 also has improved suspension settings, updated front and rear brakes, aggressive styling, and a race-inspired look. Check out the YZ125, YZ250 in Monster Energy Yamaha Racing Editions. And for the next generation of riders, unlike Trevor's kid brother, who is now moving up, you can get a YZ65, YZ85, and YZ85 LW that delivers big bike specs in a smaller package. Visit YamahaMotorsports.com today to find your Yamaha YZ and enter the victory zone. And Tony says the Silky Saw is the bomb. You have no idea, big boy. Yeah, that's what it is, even though Mark spelled it wrong. That's the tequila's working.
There we go.
Whatever's going on there. So, yes, good time. Hey, if you're interested in the Tour of Idaho, we had some questions on that early on the show. Try to check out Martin Hackworth's stuff on Tour of Idaho. If you're interested in desert racing, we had a question about desert racing. There's handstands at 100. Just search that on the internets. That's Johnny Campbell and Scott Harden are getting together to kind of celebrate some old desert racers and stuff. And since I'm not old, I probably won't go. I'll go riding instead. I will be at the KTM Adventure Rider Rally officially. I will be there. Yeah, I'm gonna go there. I'm doing some classes, some short, small classes where you can basically whatever you pay to go to that rally, you could come and take one of my classes, and the little bit of information that you'll get in a short period of time will be way more worth than what you have to pay for the class. You gonna go up there with me?
I believe I was.
You're supposed to?
Yeah, I believe I have it
in this calendar
in the back of my head. No, I don't remember the dates.
Because that George guy, the guy with the crappy connection, called in. He was probably trying to lobby to get your position there, but he didn't call in, and we don't know what happened. So.
Right. Is my position teaching beginner riders up there?
No.
Okay.
We teach whoever shows up at the class.
Nice.
It's whoever signs up. It's basically what happens there is people. This is my impression and opinion of it. There's a lot of people that come to the rider rally to see. There's like they have factory riders and a lot of guys there, and we're sort of this little sideshow. It's like well, it doesn't cost me anything. I can take a little bit of Jimmy's class, and so they'll come and take our class. Like what do you have to lose? It's free.
Right.
So go ahead. I challenge you to come and take my class. You actually may learn something that will change your riding. And then hopefully you'll want to come and take one of our regular classes. We're working on our our regular classes on video. We have our beginner rider ones up. If you are interested in, if you know somebody that wants to learn how to ride, or they just started riding, or they're struggling, the beginner rider video series has the answer to the questions that they don't even know they need to ask.
Yep. And online coaching is beta test is going to start winding down here pretty soon.
Okay. Yeah.
So that'll be available as well
as a subscription service soon.
Soon.
So Mark tried again. He said, Silky Gomboy saw a tequila typo. Yep. F spell correct, right? So, okay, we're going to wrap this one up unless anybody has any last minute questions. I think other than that, we'd like to thank Takamoto for supporting Rooster Endo. DDC, our original sponsor. I was going to hold up a DDC sprocket, but it seems like it got buried someplace here, and tell you that if you want a sprocket to last forever, you should grab one of those.
There's one right there.
It's on the wall behind me, right next to my gold medals. How do you get those, Matt?
Racing.
Lots of practice. Right. Lots of practice.
Dedication.
Yeah. Climb. the best gear out there. If you are off-road riding, I've been wearing it at the motocross track and people like kind of look at me funny.
Like you need a fanny pack to compliment it.
Right. And I'm like, go ahead, like make fun. And then when you're slower than me on the track, then it's okay. And I'm old and fat and wearing climb gear and I'm passing you. So make fun of it. Trail Tech, Voyager Pro, buddy tracking is super awesome. We know this because I never waited at a turn for my buddy Dave, and he always went the right way and followed me. Fasst Company Flex handlebars. I rode 6 days in a row. My wrists don't hurt, and now I want to go hop on my electric mountain bike and go ride with my Flex handlebars, because if you think they're good on motorcycles, they're really good on mountain bikes, and you can save with the code Jimmy, JIMMY 15. That's all lowercase, up until Labor Day. If you're thinking about getting that stuff, get it now. They're actually got everything back in stock. They caught back up over the summer.
Oh, awesome.
Seat Concepts, making those Husaberg seats like we all need, bulletproof designs, all the stuff that you want. Scott Sports, awesome goggles. What's the amplified lens in the trees is incredible. And especially with clouds and all the different things. I used to think like light sensitive lenses were the way to go. And now I'm kind of switching over to, if it's out in the sun, like more desert, I think light sensitive is better, but like in the trees, that amplified lens is something else. So pretty happy with that. And with that, do we have any last minute questions? No, we don't.
I want to thank Maddox.
Oh, hey, Maddox. Yeah. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks for coming in.
Your whole life changes tomorrow. What do you
Sunday?
So, you're not riding. He's not riding tomorrow. You got to go to school?
Yeah.
I'd skip school and ride dirt bikes. No, I wouldn't. Well,
Don't skip school.
I would if my mom wouldn't beat the shit out of me. I would. So you're coming out Sunday to ride dirt bikes?
Yep.
What are you looking forward to riding? Which one?
Honestly, just in general.
In general, riding dirt bikes.
Nice.
He didn't ask to ride the Husaberg, did he?
Didn't ask to ride it.
Okay,
no.
good. Yeah.
I don't think
those are over in the corner for a reason. They're like, it's like reserved. I'm going to actually put caution tape up around those. The 3 Husaberg 570s. So, Bob,
also,
thanks for coming in.
Okay.
I don't know what you did to help because you didn't bring tacos. I'm hungry right now.
he brought his insight.
Oh, Insight.
Yeah.
There's cashews in there for you.
Cashews. Okay. I was stocked on cashews.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why I felt guilty and brought some replacements.
More. Okay.
Nice.
Okay, Matt, what do you got?
I just wanted to thank Trevor for making nuggets, and I also want to thank John Sermon for also making nuggets. We have nuggets coming.
John's doing stuff for us.
Yeah,
that's good.
No, he's been on top. He's been on it. If anything, I've actually been slacking.
Okay,
he's been good.
I was going to ask about this.
Yeah, no, he's been really good.
Follow John on trashtruckdrivers.com. What's his?
I don't know anything about his YouTube stuff.
Dude, he's into the trash trucks.
Yeah, I remember you talking about this.
Yeah. So all good. I think that's it. We're gonna have to quit.
Wrap it up now. Yeah.
Wrap it up.
Thank you everyone for watching. If you like it, please just share, subscribe.
Share, all that stuff.
Yeah, you know the drill.
Hey, did we answer this question for Ryder?
Yes, we did.
Got all the questions. Okay, we've answered every question known to man. You can join in every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. on the Pacific Coast times if you want to watch it live. I don't know. People, maybe Tuesday night's an open night, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So Matt, shut down the show.
All right, I'll press my 2 buttons and we'll see everyone out on the trails.
Okay, see you. Cheers.